Yo, dislike. This is Quetzalcoatl. I'm going to show you something cool. See that on Gabby? I think it's partly a bug. But then, you see how Zeus removed that. So I think the game is working as intended. He's chugging a bit. As you can probably guess, in the video, like what actually happened is that you can see like Gabby's buffs are stacking up, right? So I think I have an explanation on how that came to be and how you can replicate the same effect. I think there's a bit of a bug up there, but mixed with a little bit of actual mechanics in the game. So as you can see here, I'm in cube 8 in the game, right? So I have this buff on, which is Rune of Vitality. Upon receiving healing, allied aspers gain a shield equal to 25% of healing received for 2 turns. Okay, keep that in mind. And then now let's go to my Gabrielle. Okay, first, if you look at the relics here, you can see that I'm using the adamantine. So as you can tell, it's a shield, right? So if you don't know, the shield that is given by the adamantine is considered a buff. So that also adds to that other effect. And then if you go even further and go to growth and resonance right here, and if you go to the HP 3, look at this. It says law of conjunction. When granting a buff, each buff restores one own's HP equal to 1% of max HP up to 3% max HP per turn. So I think what happens here is a combination between this ability, which gives you healing when you get a buff, and as if you go to the cube, right, the one in the cube, it says it gives you a buff when you have healing. And then on top of that, there's buffs given by the adamantine set on Gabrielle. So the combination of the three create this crazy addition of buffs over Gabby's shield. So that's so I want to tell you is that I'm liking this mechanics in a way, because you can compare it to a game like, for example, Elden Ring. I don't play it myself, but I know that game is really hard. But if you look at the memes on the internet, you can kind of find some kind of exploits to make that game very, very easy for you. And I'm talking about like the jellyfish, the guy with like 1,000 jellyfish fighting one of the strongest, stronger bosses in towards the end game of Elden Ring. And that's what I'm talking about right now. So I think you can play around these mechanics to make the game more fun. Alright, I hope you can find some kind of enjoyment in this video. I'll see you guys next time. This is Quetzalcoatl out.